Hello again, Timberwolves fans. Are you ready for the explosion of Timberwolves basketball? I am your host, Paladino Joey, and with me once again,
Marcus, the forecaster.
Oh yes, the big duo, the dynamic duo, the Hall & Oates of basketball radio or podcasting sports radio is back. Today is October the 20th of 2013. It is a Sunday, of course. This is episode number 108 of Timberwolves Explosion, and we are ready to rock and roll. Aren't you excited, Mr. Forecaster?
Yes. Excited for the season.
Yeah, we are on the eve. We are right there. This is the time to be excited for all basketball fans. Hopefully more and more of you will continue to listen to all these wonderful basketball shows, including Timberwolves Explosion. Yes, sir. So we'll start right away, basically with league talk, and then we'll jump into Adelman and such. Yeah, Adelman and more Adelman. That's when we get into the hardcore Timberwolves talk. It's going to be quite interesting when we get into Rick Adelman conversation. Yeah, but first and foremost, it's Miami Heat time again, isn't it? They seem to always want to be the lead into our show because LeBron James is starting to talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, what did he say? Yeah, he said something along the lines of, well, you were calling out, he was talking about, Garnett and Pierce, of course.
Yeah.
You're like, well, you're calling out Ray Allen for ditching the Celtics. Well, look what you did. Nah. No, they got traded.
Yeah, two completely different things.
Yeah.
If anything, he can make a comment on the coach leaving, on Doc Rivers leaving.
Yeah.
He chose to leave. Mm-hmm. He made a decision just to leave.
Yeah.
Pierce and KG just got traded.
Yeah, I mean, and eventually they just said, okay, and signed off on it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, get me out of here. Please get me out of Boston. I am not playing for your team.
Yeah.
Where it's not necessarily Ray Allen did that, but kind of. He was like, I'm not coming back.
Yeah, Ray Allen's a free agent. I mean, Ray Allen's, his situation was, I can't even say is family related. Mm-hmm. I don't know the particulars, but at the end of the day, you go to a team who just beat you.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Just beat you, and you can't say it's for your family because you took less.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was kind of like a, like imaginary middle finger.
Yeah, or like Derek Fisher when he left the Lakers. Mm-hmm. That was for his family because the doctors were better. Mm-hmm. So he moved to where his family needs to go for a specialist. Yeah,
when he had to go back to L.A. From Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, yeah? Utah, excuse me.
Yeah, it got me confused. Look at you.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm going crazy.
Yeah, when he was with the Jazz.
Yep.
Yeah, then but now he's doing the mess up thing, going to
the Thunder.
To the Thunder.
Yeah,
so he's screwed over Dallas.
Yeah, look who the Thunder. The Thunder beat Dallas in L.A. So it's kind of like again that front runner syndrome.
Yeah,
which is Ray Allen and Derek Fisher. It is funny how they both of those guys managed to really piss us off last year against the Wolves.
Yeah, that's just blatant ring chasing they're doing. They have no pride.
Juwan Howard style. That was really funny though. It was like dead man walking. It was like a zombie walking into the locker room. Well, hey, I was on this team, so give me a ring. Yeah, and we see Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson holding up their rings in the background here. We'll always like to have like a silenced NBA TV in the background. That's just typical Timberwolves Explosion.
Yeah, I always have NBA going around us.
Yes, we do.
In some type of way.
Yes. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we're the gurus.
Yeah, LeBron, it's two different situations.
Yeah.
If you can say anything, it's about Doc. But as far as KG, who's no longer the big ticket because he's not here anymore.
The big fraud. Oh, did I say that?
Just KG.
Yeah.
And Pierce, they got traded. It wasn't their decision. They weren't free agents. Mm-hmm. So.
And in a lot of ways, like, Garnett was always talking about, I bleed green and then all that stuff. And to a point where it's kind of silly. And then Paul Pierce is Well, he's the face of the franchise since '98.
Yeah, I feel more. I feel more sympathy for Pierce, because you would think he would want to retire there.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, isn't it? I mean, you know, the Birds, the McHales, all them, they all retired as Celtic. Parrish didn't, but he played too long. Parrish, he played just like 44.
So I don't care what team I play for. I just want to play.
Yeah, and he did get a ring. Yeah, he did get a ring, believe it or not, too, with Chicago in '97. It's like, really? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but you would think with Boston, they would have at least kept Pierce or talked to him a little bit more. Like, hey, we're going this direction. Do you want to retire now? Or we can keep you. Or could you take less?
Yeah, and it's just another one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah, it was more business than anything. That really, I mean, that's what it is now. It's mainly contracts.
Yeah, it's really all about that in a lot of ways. And Garnett's like the last person in the world that would take less, it seems like. That's the one. That's a little jab I had to get in. I had to say it.
Yeah,
that's the way he's always been.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the word team doesn't really mean much nowadays.
It used to. Wasn't it nice? But yeah, no, it's...
Especially in football. Oh, man. If you're on that team, you're on that team. You know, you're a family making videos together.
Yeah. School of Hard Knocks, right? Whatever it is. Yep, that New York Jets or whoever. I don't even know who it is this year. Was it Cincinnati or something?
Making
the Bengals.
Bad videos. But yeah, right now it's just all about contracts. And you can't...
Yeah.
And another thing, I don't know how Jason Terry is going to get that tattoo covered up.
That is funny, isn't it? He's got to stuff with all that stuff. What is he?
Just another one. Like, yeah, completely forgot about Terry there.
Yeah, he's kind of on the side because he had such a lousy year last year. Oh,
yeah, he was committed. He was serious about being a Celtic. He was committed. He was like, hey, I want to get a tat. I'm getting a tattoo.
He's lousy.
And now he's on the Nets. So he needs to get that thing covered up. They need to put on I think it's on his forearm, I think, or his calf.
Can't remember exactly.
He needs a sleeve or some long socks, one or the other, or something to cover it up.
You'd think it would be on their bicep. That seems to be the most common thing over the years, but who knows, right? That guy, who knows? Maybe he better not have it on his chest or something.
At least that'll be covered up.
Jet Terry.
Just like Durant. Durant was smart. All his tattoos are on his chest, so you can't see them.
That's the one good part, yeah. Like, unless he gets in a fight. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, but now hopefully there aren't too many more sleeves coming in. All that sleeve crap, but that's a whole other story for another day. Brooklyn Nets. Well, yeah, that was the one. Yep, I saw those eyes pop up. Yeah, that was the one other thing. Also, though, speaking of league talk and all that good stuff, we kept teasing you on episode number 107, the season preview, about who we're going to pick as champions and who's going to go to the finals, and we didn't even do it. And I deeply apologize. It wasn't late that night. It was extremely late that night. And let's just say there was a incident where we had to re-record part of the show, which cost a lot of time.
Yeah.
And it's the old audio didn't record type of bit when it should have, but it didn't type of thing. So we deeply apologize for that, and it threw us off a little bit with things. So
yeah, and the second go around was just as good.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was. We promise. Almost, right? No, I'm kidding. No, we may never know. It's an urban legend. I mean, we may never know which one was truly better, will we? It's an urban legend. Was it real or was it fake?
Well, no. Actually, another thing, we can say something about Karolinko, if anything.
Yeah,
Love can say, he went.
Yeah, and
took less.
And I heard a interesting thought too. I forget what the guy's name was. He was on, it was supposed to be the Judd and Dubé show on 1500, but he's replaced by Jim Souhan. They were replaced by Jim Souhan that day because they're out of town. Who's a Star Tribune columnist, and he was with another guy, and I'm forgetting his name, but he stated something that Kirilenko was willing to come back to the Timberwolves at that price, and that Flip Saunders basically pushed him out the door. He said, I can't go further into detail, which I have no idea why guys always do that. But supposedly Flip pushed him out the door. So I thought I better bring that up quick before we chomp on Kirilenko too much. Yeah, it's interesting thought, isn't it? Food for...
Yeah, I guess he thought that Corey might be able to bring the same thing that Kirilenko brings at a cheaper price.
Yeah, missed layups and... no, I'm kidding. Missed layups. Hopefully not as injury prone, but he's bringing the missed layups, isn't he? Yeah, that nice little block. We'll get to the little bit of preseason talk very, very shortly. Kirilenko, and I guess that's a plot twist, isn't it? And I actually just told Marcus the forecaster for the first time right there, so that was not a staged reaction. I didn't even get around to telling you that.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear that. Yeah.
Interesting thought, isn't it? Yeah. So now to business, unfinished business on episode 107. Eastern Conference finalists. Who are your two teams in the Eastern Conference Finals? Like, I'm not doing that.
We'll have to say the Heat.
Yeah, that's one.
I'm not sure. It depends on if Luis Scola and Danny Granger up their game. And I think right now Scola's not playing as well as he can. Right now, he just needs to,
get in sync.
Get in sync with the team, and Granger also. As far as the Bulls, I'm not saying Nate is better than Rose.
Yeah.
But they didn't really add a lot of pieces.
They didn't really add anybody, did they? Chicago, now that we think about it.
Man, I like the fact that they got Dunleavy.
Yeah, they did like tweaks like that. Yep. Then Corver went back to Atlanta, right? Yep.
Yeah, but is it more of an upgrade than Pacers?
No.
Yeah,
in my humble opinion, no. No.
Yeah, so I think Miami and Pacers.
I am of like mind in that one. Miami and Indiana in the East Finals again. Yes, sir. So there it is. I'm very, very, very high on the Indiana Pacers. So just a very, very brief thing. We both had. I had Miami 1, you and Indy 2. You had the opposite. Indy 1, Miami 2 on the last show. So that's just a quick recap for those of you listening. Chicago was third and blah, blah, blah. We'll leave the rest alone for now. You can listen back to 107 if you haven't yet. So now we switch over to the Western Conference, which is significantly harder.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. We both had the Clippers 1. I think, we flip-flopped the Thunder and Spurs. Yep, you had the Spurs 2, Thunder 3. I had Thunder 2, Spurs 3. So that's another brief thing. West Finals. You want me to jump in, or are you ready to go?
You can go.
Me to jump in? I got the Thunder in the West Finals, believe it or not. Thunder and Clippers, I guess. Just kind of weird, but yeah, Thunder and Clippers. It's like, no, Thunder and Spurs. Thunder and Spurs in the West Finals, a rematch of 2 years ago. So I can't pick the Clippers to beat the Spurs yet because they always suck against them.
What about Clippers beating the Thunder?
That'll be interesting. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible, but right now I know it's like we both picked them to be number 1 seed. That's the thing, they would have home court advantage against the Thunder and the Spurs, but that's where it's tough for me. Thunder and Clippers or Thunders and Spurs, it's a tough one, and I know I need to be black and white, not gray so much about picks. The West is really hard.
I think it's going to be Spurs and Clippers.
Very interesting.
I don't think the Thunder are going to be as well. They didn't add any major pieces.
Yeah, that's the thing, and they lost Kevin Martin. Yep.
Westbrook is injured.
Still, yes.
They might even put more pressure on Durant.
Yeah.
Might tire him out a little earlier than he's used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just didn't. And Perk's still there.
Yeah, what the hell?
That's a huge minus.
That's a waste. Yeah, that's a waste of a spot. Shaqtin' the fool.
Yeah, so Thunder. I think their window's closed. I just don't think they're gonna win anything.
I don't think they win a title either. No, I don't. Which is kind of a hint of that I'm heading east this year again. But that's just a hint, though. It's a hint. Look at me ruining the show already. But no, actually, no. This isn't the end of the show or anything. But God, I'm trying not to ride coattails too much. But yeah, it's really tough because the Thunder, they haven't improved much. The Clippers have, but their history against the Spurs is poor. The Spurs are getting older. When will they finally hit the wall? See, that's the whole thing. There's so many questions in the West. So
I think the Spurs have been a whole lot better even if they signed Dunleavy.
Just little stuff like that. I mean, I like Kawhi Leonard an awful lot, but some people have gone as far as like he's the future franchise. Yeah, he's a complimentary guy. Yeah. Come on now, he's like a Granger.
Yep.
One that isn't hurt and all that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. He's like a Granger, yeah. He's a complimentary star to me. Franchise? No.
I actually think he's more like a Karolinko.
Oh, yeah, he's good defensively.
I don't see Kawhi scoring that much.
I suppose, I don't think...
Not from the outside.
I'll say he's a better scorer than Karolinko, but not as good as like a Granger, when Granger used to be 23 points a game. So, we'll say 17 to 19-ish in his prime. So I guess I'm going to stick with Thunder and Clippers, I guess, for now. Because I'm going to, I'll stick with Thunder Clippers. You have Spurs and Clippers?
Yeah.
Okay, so NBA Finals. Who's your picks? Or do you want me to go first?
I'll go. Mm-hmm. But I think it's not
easy, is it?
No,
it's not easy being cheesy.
I don't know. I mean... It depends on Bosh's play and if Wade is healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Or is a factor.
Yeah.
They lost Mike.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Odin's could do anything. I don't think Beasley's going to do anything.
Mike Miller. Yeah, no, I don't think Beasley. No, those are weak additions.
Yeah.
They're weak. Yep, they're very weak additions, honestly.
Wow. It's hard. I think it might be the Pacers this season.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be the Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
They have just too much firepower. They're a really deep team now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And their weak link is point guard. Now they have a really decent backup point guard now.
Mm-hmm.
The Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Yeah. Like, they have George Hill and that's it, right? And then, I don't know, it's like, Yeah, they got rid of, what's his name already? Collison. George Hill, it's like sometimes he's good and sometimes he isn't.
Yeah, he didn't really play well.
He's weird.
Last season he didn't play well.
Mm-mm.
Now they got rid of Hansborough and they have Scola, who's a very good hustle player.
Yeah.
Rangers back, so their additions are way better than Miami Heat's.
Oh yeah. So, dare I say it yet, or should I let you say who's coming out of the West first?
No, go ahead.
Hey, I tend to. I've been on this for a while. Yeah, you could kind of tell. I kept saying I'm really high in Indiana. Yeah, Indiana's going to the finals this year. They are going to the finals. I think, Miami, they've already been to 3 straight finals. It just doesn't, I just don't have the vibe this year that they're going to keep this run going. Even if they win 4 or 5 championships total, which I know you're probably like, Joey, slow down. But even if they do, they're not the Bulls where they're going to just keep winning forever. There's going to be a year where they lose. And obviously there was a year that they lost already against Dallas, but this is one of those years. I think Indiana is going to actually go to the NBA Finals this year. They're so deep. They're on the uptrend. Their coach is on the uptrend, just like Spoelstra, who's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, he is officially a really good coach now, because he took out Popovich. He actually did. Lots of good coaches didn't. So, very high on Indiana this year. Have them in the NBA Finals going against the Thunder. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I have them going against the Thunder. But, yeah. Yeah, it's a kind of a goofy finals, but very young and entertaining. Who do you have coming out of the West? Going against the Thunder. Am I nuts or what?
It's hard to say.
I think they'll make it.
I think Doc can change the way DeAndre Jordan and Blake play. If he can't, then it's the Spurs. And right now, I don't think this season that the Clippers can do it.
Mm-hmm. No,
next
I don't
season
either.
I think they can.
They're getting close.
I think by then Blake will be a different player, and DeAndre Jordan also. But I have to say the Spurs.
Wow, Spurs and Pacers. Ooh, that's like a finals that a lot of people hoped for back in, was it 2000-ish or so? Something like that. Back in 2000, a lot of people were wondering, is it going to be Spurs and Pacers? Oh, the NBA is going to hate that. But
I just don't think, even though Ibaka has a 3-point shot, he's a better scorer, I just don't think they have enough firepower, enough players to get past the Clippers and San Antonio.
Yeah, and this might be a weak take, but I just have this vibe that they're going to get hot during the postseason. It's kind of it's not the greatest take ever, but I just have a feel right now that they're going to get hot at the right time. But yeah, but they're not going to win the finals. No, Indiana will be the brick wall that they will ram into, and they will lose in 4 or 5 games against them. They're going to get hot, but then whammo, and you know how that tends to happen to teams. Yeah. So they're kind of a semi-upset finalist, like not a huge upset. They're not like the Wolves going to the finals. Now that'd be awesome, but that'd be like the '87 Twins, and everybody'd be like, this would be the most exciting place in the world to be. But I have that kind of the Thunder. I have a feeling that, with Westbrook and Durant healthy enough, they can get back to the finals. Some unknown force is going to emerge as a third option somehow, some way. We'll see who it is. I know that's crazy. Maybe Jeremy Lamb, maybe Reggie Jackson. Mr. October, who's going to try to be Mr. May, Mr. June, but Reggie Jackson. Yeah, I see the Thunder going to the finals, but losing to Indiana. So you have Spurs and Pacers.
Yeah.
How do you see that series turning out?
Oh, the Pacers.
Yeah, we're both on the Pacers. We just feel it, don't we?
It's too much youth.
Youth and strength.
Too much youth.
and the veterans, too. David West is there, re-signed in the offseason. I'm just excited.
Yeah, because...
Indiana, can you believe it? Yeah.
Excuse me.
And this is not...
I'll call him a spitter.
Splitter, yep. And this is not the two of us just going, yeah, let's both pick the Pacers. This is the two of us thinking of their own heads, coming behind them. I did not know Marcus was picking the Pacers, and he maybe not knew that I was going to pick him.
Yeah, Splitter, he's not going to be able to score over Hibbert.
Yeah, I love Roy Hibbert. Just love him.
Yeah, and they might even put Hibbert at power forward.
And who played like an NBA perennial all-star last postseason was Roy Hibbert. He was incredible. So he seems like that kind of guy, like a Mr. May type of guy, Mr. October, Mr. June, excuse me. That team was pretty close to beating the Heat.
Yeah,
close.
Because you would figure Scola can stop Splitter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man, do you hear that weird noise out there? Oh, I can hear everybody laughing at us already. Look at them. But, hey, you won't be laughing in June. No,
yeah, there's too many variables. For the Pacers, it's just how well can Granger play, and we already know what Luis Scola can do.
Mm-hmm.
But for all the other teams, it's... for the Spurs is Ginobili.
Mm-hmm.
Can he get played the way he used to play?
Yeah, I doubt it.
This is another year for Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
there's just a lot to go on. Green can actually, if they would have kept Jackson.
Oh yeah, Steven. Yeah,
if they would have kept Steven Jackson, I think they would have won that.
Yeah, why'd they do that? That was just weird, wasn't it? They just bring in McGrady just for the hell of it, like an honorary Spur. So if we win the championship, you're going to get a ring. But either way, at least you get out of the first round finally. You know? Honorary Spur.
Yeah, if they would have kept Steven Jackson, I think they would have won it.
That was that one little piece, that little tiny, because they were that close to winning that thing.
Yeah, because Green got exposed. They just, as soon as he got the ball, double teamed him. He can't dribble.
He's not physical, that's for sure.
Yeah, he needs to learn how to dribble. For the Thunder, it's how well is Westbrook going to be after he gets back? Jeremy Lamb has to play better than Kmart, who's on the Timberwolves now. Kevin Martin.
Kevin Martin, yes. Yeah, he pretty much has to play like him, doesn't he, Lamb?
Yeah.
It's like, that's what I have a feeling, that somebody like that is going to emerge and be at least a decent third option, but not spectacular. Yeah, and he won't definitely. Harden was never going to be a superstar in Oklahoma, but still, that was a huge loss. They had dynasty written all over them, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
And right now there is no clear-cut dynasty in the league, is there? That's why we're not just That's why we're not just.
It might be the Pacers because they got a lot of young talent that's going to be there for a while.
If they win one, then it opens the door. Yep. It's always that first one. It's just so tough to get,
Yeah, and right now, like all the other teams are banking on guys, on additions that may or may not pan out. Pacers have guys that we know have skills. It's just a matter of time before they get into the swing of things. Like Odin may play 2 games or none.
Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah,
easily might turn the ball over at a crucial moment and cause them to lose the game.
It's one of those deals. If those 2 guys actually work out, then okay, I guess Miami wins again. But the odds of that happening are really low. Like those are like those are like the Vikings counting on Christian excuse me, I didn't say that. No, terrible. Let's just say that Josh Freeman. Yeah, I love that. Oh man, Johnny Most is ranting at the Celtics over there. That was one of the most famous. Excuse me, but. Ranting at the Pistons, excuse me. He is the Celtics announcer. Johnny Most was long ago. Excuse me. I am Johnny Most. Okay, sorry.
Disgusting display.
It's unbelievable. It's all over. Okay, well, we're getting distracted. Look at me. Oh, what was I saying now? I lost track. But they're trying too hard. I was just dancing around anyway, like pretending to be the Vikings. Yeah, the Heat are just they're just throwing a couple chips on the table and playing. I don't know what they're playing, but they're playing poker with bad cards. With jokers. There we go. They're playing with jokers. Jokers are wild, and that's what's going on.
I mean, in the finals, who was the guy that came through for him? Well, the guy off the bench that came through for him at the end of the games.
With the Heat?
Yeah.
Was it Mazzarello? No, Mario Chalmers?
With the 3-point shots.
Ray Allen, right?
No, Miller.
Not even. Oh, yeah. Duh. Excuse me. Yep.
Mike Miller.
The sock king. Yep, that guy. The guy that had he made a 3 with his socks. Yep.
It's no longer there.
Yeah, that's a loss. That is a loss, even though we make fun of him and stuff because he pissed us off here in Minnesota. He gave us a whole lot of zilch, just like Martell Webster, who Courtside Podcast spoke highly of the other day. The Courtside, just the other day, because he did well on the Wizards. That son of a biscuit. Yeah. Vince Germano, was telling me. I was like, every time I hear the name Martell Webster, I think of you. He told me because every time his name gets brought up, it's like, eyebrows just pop up, don't they?
That dunk. We did not need a 2-point.
The 2-point play when down by 3 with 3 seconds left. It's like, yes, great dunk, awesome dunk. He just blew right.
So excited.
He just blew by everybody. Oh wait, they stopped and just said, "What's he?" Oh, okay, go ahead. Oh, we lost.
Even Beasley was like, "What are you doing?"
And if Beasley's doing that, something's wrong. Beasley's the biggest Shaq in a fool.
Come on.
Well, if only Shaq and the Fool was around by then, but it wasn't yet. Shaq was still in the Celtics that season, remember? Where he was Shaq and a Fool over there in Boston.
I want to say this. Do you have a sleeper team?
Yeah, kind of. It's not the... Oh, sort of Detroit, you could say. Detroit or Cleveland, if you can call them that.
Yeah, same with me, yep.
Yeah, Detroit and or Cleveland are like the sleeper teams in the East. They're making the postseason and who knows?
Yeah, and again, for me, Cleveland is if Bynum ever plays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and for Detroit is if all those personalities come together.
Yep. Because there is personalities in Detroit, and there were back in the day, but there have been in the past too, and they worked out in the past, so it will happen again. We'll see.
Yeah, but back in the day, it was all those personalities had one mission. They were one unit.
Yeah, that was good. Like like the really old days, right? Isaiah and Bill Laimbeer, but also the recent one too. Which one? Dennis Rodman. Yep. Yeah. And also the recent one too, the semi-recent one with Rashid and all of those boys.
Oh yeah, that was like playground.
Mm-hmm. That was good. Chauncey.
There's no plays called. They just went out there and won games.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. And they got Chauncey back.
Seemed too easy. Yeah, it's gonna take Chauncey, which was a smart signing.
Yes.
To get these guys together.
Mm-hmm. He's perfect for that group because he is a Detroit Piston. It'll be great to see him retire as a Piston.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Even though he said he was glad to be playing for the Nuggets.
Yeah, that's his home team. That's his home team. That'd be like us playing for the Wolves, in our 30s, which we are. Yes, our 30s. Yes. So with that, any more league talk? Dare we step on quick? Any final thoughts?
I want to get to Adelman. I have a lot to say.
We have a lot to say about Rick Adelman. Not as positive as Ricky Rubio. So that's just a hint. So we'll be right back right after this announcement.
Do you shop on Amazon? Did you know that you can support this podcast just by doing your normal shopping on Amazon? It's really easy to do. Just go to thesportstuff.com and click on one of the many Amazon pictures. Do your normal shopping, and Amazon sees that we referred you, and they give us a percentage. We'd like to thank you in advance for supporting thesportstuff.com, and please use our Amazon link. Now enjoy the rest of the show.
We are going round.
And we are back here on Timberwolves Explosion, episode number 108, which is a reminder for all of you out there listening on your iPods, your Android phone, or device of any kind, Windows, phone, Surface, whatever it is. We are back to talk again Timberwolves basketball. For Android devices, simply download Double Twist. Apple is iTunes and podcast app, whatever it is. And as for BlackBerry and Windows, simply search in the store for Timberwolves Explosion. Don't forget to check out Brave the Wild. Also, if you like hockey, that's on. That's a brand new one just released now. And Purple Mafia will be released tomorrow night. The debut of Josh Freeman for the Minnesota Vikings. Yes, sir. Will the Vikings finally have a quarterback of the future? We haven't had one of those since Dante Culpepper, I guess. And that started good. And okay, anyhow, Timberwolves basketball. Okay, we'll kind of merge everything together here because it's extremely related with Rick Adelman and the Timberwolves and all that good stuff. But here's the very first brief thing. Vince Germano, the People's Champ, Courtside Podcast, best basketball podcast. Oh, yes, just love it. And, of course, the Detroit Pistons also. You got Keelan King and Tristan Mayer. Keelan King's Detroit Pistons, so we got to mention that. Tristan Mayer is the Blazers guy, but that's a great show over there. If you like the Blazers or not, it's up to you. But Vince Germano saying, worst Shaq impersonations ever. Were they that bad? Can't win without me.
I don't think so. We can do more.
We can do Christopher Walken. Remember that one? You remember Christopher Walken? Do you? Do you? Now I'm changing the accent again. And add a speak Australian. Addie speak Australian. Marcus, do you speak any?
I can't even do it.
How do you speak
I'm
Australian?
horrible at it.
It ain't Foster's. Foster's is overrated.
That's all.
It's a big can. It's a very big can, but it's overrated, man. Mate. It's horrible. As for I love when Vince says "shut up" like that. He tells Hank that. It's so funny. Hank and Vince are so funny. Oh man. Oh, worst Shaq impersonations ever. So what's the best impersonation ever? Let's see. I'm Jim Carrey. No, that's not a good one. I don't know. No. I'm just kidding. I just saw a random thing about him earlier. He was imitating Clint Eastwood. That was interesting. My fiance posted that on her. Okay, anyhow, I'll leave that alone.
I think our Shaqs are pretty spot on.
Wasn't that bad? Gosh dang it. I was just like, ouch. And he's like, nah, it wasn't that bad. I was like, no, that's what Vince said. He said, no, not that bad. Nah, mate. Ripped Achilles. They were comping a lot of shit on Timberwolves explosion. No. And I like when Hank goes, Joey! So awesome. Okay, yep, here we go. Feature presentation. Dun, dun, dun. Started by Vince Germano here, but yes, the feature presentation of this show. Chris Johnson, and not Chris Johnson, but this is the theme of it. Now that I've rambled too much, Chris Johnson still getting no love from Adelman. Dun, dun, dun. Yes. What the hell is Adelman's obsession?
Yeah.
With, what's his name? Should I let you say it?
Ronnie Turiaf.
What is the deal here? Is there some kind of blackmail going on? Was there some kind of death threat from Flip Saunders? Like, you have to play Ronnie Turiaf because he tried to kill me in Washington.
Yeah.
Is there something like that?
I know Ronnie. He's crazy if he doesn't get his minutes.
Ronnie's a good guy. Great story and all that. That heart surgery, a nice survival story and all that good stuff. He had surgery on a very similar condition that Freddie Hoiberg had years ago. Where he had an artery that you hit it wrong and it pops and that's the end. He's done. He bleeds to death inside. Where Turiaf had that surgery and had it taken care of, and it's like, wow, he's back and everything. Great story, but that doesn't mean he's the better player. No offense, of course. And that's the nature of the business. You put the best players on the court. And I was tweeted by Timber Pups, also wonderful website. Huge thumbs up to that site. Hope they're listening. Saying, well, it's just small rotations tonight, and they will get more. Those guys will get more playing time in the next show or next game, excuse me. And yeah, they've been doing a bit of that. Like when Zheng's out there, man, talk about shot blocking.
When he's out there, and that's very seldom.
Yeah. And it's just, it's driving me nuts. What's up with this Turiaf nonsense? I mean, he's not bad or anything, but
he's getting major minutes. On any other team, he would not be a starter.
That's the whole point. And, he isn't necessarily a starter, but he's in, it's like, it looks like if there were anything to happen to Pekovic, it's like, here goes Turiaf.
Yeah. He's pretty much guaranteed to be the starter
for
the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and it's like, why?
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah. So, you can tell this is our feature presentation. This has been sticking in our craw for about 3 weeks. That's why I kept begging you to get on here. Dang it!
And he's not doing anything to prove that. It's just so frustrating. He's not even the prospects.
Yeah.
Give our rookies the playing time. I mean, this is the time to give them the playing time. We don't need Turiaf to. get used to playing with the team because he's going to be our secret weapon when Peck is
really.
injured.
Yeah, really. I mean, when you think of the name Ronnie Turiaf, you think 10th, 11th man. You don't think like 7th. You know what I mean? 7th man. Like he's major minutes. You know.
Yeah, it's like we pretty much know Peck is going to be injured. He's going to be out a couple games.
Look at you, all this doom and gloom. No, but then again, yeah, right, yeah, he is.
He's going to be out a couple games, and you think
he is injury prone just a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
You think Gorgui getting the back? You know, he's going to be a starter.
He was a first round pick too, by the way. Turiaf, if he was a first round pick, I've got a bridge to sell you. You know, he's not a first round type of talent. He's always been a solid veteran backup, but kind of a reserve.
Great cheerleader, great dancer.
Yeah, he's a nice shot blocker, but
high energy. I wouldn't even say that now.
It didn't look that good tonight. No,
yeah,
he tries.
Tonight he fouled a lot.
Yeah,
he'll foul then block.
Hey, he fouled. Hey,
you know they'll try to get the and one after the foul, but he'll knock it out of the way. But he made a lot of mistakes, but Adelman's just smitten with him. Just smitten. Because he talks.
Le poisson, le poisson. Okay, yeah. Is it the French? Is the French romance going on over here?
He talks on the court. I can't do it.
He talks on the court. Yes, he does. Oh, man. Well, my. You really are the backup center I've always wanted, aren't you?
CJ, I just don't understand. I can just tell, like we were talking about earlier, whatever team CJ ends up on, he's going to be a great player, I believe.
Really, look at you, great player. Well, he has a chance to be. He has a chance to be something. Anyway.
He's going to be a
factor.
Yeah, he's going to be a shot blocker.
He can I
don't know if he's going to be a Sanders.
Yeah, that would be too good to be true.
Yeah, he has a mid-range shot. He can dribble, pass. I'm not saying he's the top passer, but he can pass. He has a decent IQ for the game.
He does. He's not like a mental gidget out there like what's our buddy Anthony Randolph?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Anthony Randolph got benched for a reason. That guy.
Magic.
I was just screaming at the TV. What is he doing? I mean, he had 7 turnovers in a row. I'm not even kidding. That's not an exaggeration. 7 times down the floor straight. It was like a turnover or a badly missed layup, and I was like, "You've got to be kidding!" And then you never saw him again. Actually,
and the tier lower is when you have the Beasleys.
Yeah,
you got Randolph, and tier higher you got Johnson.
Yep, he can. He's not like a screw up out there. So and Edelman's constantly raising his arms in the air when Derek Williams does something wrong.
Yeah,
and freaking out and stuff. Edelman's also been questioning the seriousness of the team. They look serious, but I mean, I'm beginning to question his seriousness having Turiaf in there instead of Dieng.
Yeah,
where's the seriousness?
Yeah. Good thing
it's because if this is a theme going into the regular season, I'm going to break something.
Yeah, I'm upset already.
It shouldn't be, but we'll see.
And I actually don't like the fact that Adelman is saying all this to the press.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I mean, that's scary. Like showing if the starters aren't. Going in 100%, that's just making the organization look bad. They saying all this to the press.
It doesn't help. I know he's not Whitman when he said it, because when Whitman said it, that was it for him. When Whitman was saying it's the player's fault, that was the end. That was the end of him.
Yeah, throwing people under the bus,
Where Adelman's one of those guys, he's got so much credibility with everybody that it's like he kind of can, but then it's like still it's like it's not the most productive thing in the world.
Yeah, I'm just questioning. I'm just gonna say I've had enough of Adelman.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Yep, sooner or later.
Enough. I mean, the rotations with the 2 point guards, Shved. I like Shved, but right now I just don't see him getting that many minutes. I see him as like the 3rd point guard, 3rd option. 3rd guy. And
he seems to be kind of better as a fast break type of point guard. He's certainly not a half-court point guard to me. He's a fast break point guard, which is, I guess Rubio's kind of the same, but Rubio's so good. He's an awesome
Yeah, he can make it work.
Yeah, he's an awesome. What am I trying to say? He's he's really good in any situation in general. You know, the half court. Excuse me, thank you. Now I got it back. Losing my mind here. Yeah, he's a good half court point guard as well. Obviously, and my God, the similarities between him and Pistol Pete are hilarious. Not hilarious. They're staggering, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, Pistol Pete was almost exactly the same. The way he would go down the court and pass to people.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's really weird.
But come on, Adelman, play our guys, play our rookies.
Yep, I mean,
what
because
doing every other team, that's what they're doing. They're giving these guys minutes to play against other NBA guys. Mm-hmm. And what are we doing? We're so bad that we gotta get our starters together.
Yeah, why are we doing that?
You should be doing this in practice.
It's like, and this was the Celtics too. I mean, and we're losing. I mean, excuse me, we're beating them by 20.
Yeah, it's pretty much garbage time.
Play,
it was garbage time already, way before by halftime.
Mm-hmm. And I suppose like the way Timber Pup said it is like short rotation. I guess so. I mean, that kind of has been the approach, but at the same time, it's kind of like why can't the young guys continue to play every game?
Yeah,
and we're not asking them to play 35 minutes. I'm saying 15, 20.
I would like them to play 35 minutes.
It'd be nice, but
I want to know what they can
20
do.
At least. Yeah.
I want to know what they can do.
Yeah, really.
And then we can say, okay, well, clearly we didn't need Brewer because I keep calling him Shabazz, Shabazzle. Shabazzy.
You say Shabazz, I say Shabazz. You say tomato, I say tomato.
I want to know what they can do. And right now, I believe that
you say Germano, I say
that
Germano.
Gorgui can be a starting center in the league if given the time.
Long term, yes, I think so. I mean, look at Pekovic.
Yeah, when he started,
hustle guy. Yep, like we said in the last show, even. Yep.
Yeah, even with CJ, the knock on him was he fouls a lot. But
yeah, he did a little bit, but still, it's like
Peck did also.
Yeah, and so did Turiaf. Knock on wood, right? Or not knock on wood. Like, hello, anybody home?
Turiaf is doing that a lot, and we noticed tonight about Peck. It's like he's so big that he's slow, and he can't bend down to get the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's that too. He's not agile. No, I mean he's not agile. A lot of big men have that problem, though. I mean, there's no doubt. You're usually seeing shooting guards, point guards, more of the guys diving on the floor. But sometimes you saw centers. Heck, Shaq used to do it sometimes.
Yeah,
believe it or not, in his really early days. But yeah, what's his name?
Seems like really he can only bend so far.
Yeah, he's not the most agile character out there.
Yeah, and watching him against the Bucks tonight, we lost a couple.
The Bucks, you mean Celtics? I know we're getting confused with the green out here. Yeah,
the Greens. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, they look like a bad version of the Bucks right now. The way they're rebuilding, a bad version of them. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we lost a lot of possessions because Peck couldn't, get to the ball.
This is the ugliest 20-point win I've ever seen, ever. Isn't it, though? I mean, we won by 20 points tonight. We're looking at this like, my God, we sucked,
Yeah, it was like...
Yeah, that's what it seems like, doesn't it?
It seems like, I'm thinking we're losing, but we're winning.
Yeah, well, when I looked at the score, I'm like, what? When? Since when were we up by 20?
Yeah, at that point... It's like, okay, put in Chris. It's like, why give them garbage time? It's like, just put in our rookies, and if by any chance the Celtics start to come back, then bring your starters back in. But the whole point of preseason is let's give these guys a chance to play.
I mean, I literally don't even. I've how many times I've forgotten this team has Shabazz Muhammed on it, and I'm not trying to be funny here. I'm literally speaking this as 120,000% fact. I didn't even remember Shabazz Muhammed was on the team. And I was like, oh, that's right, Shabazz too.
Actually,
what the hell? I forgot about him. I actually forgot about him because he doesn't even play. I don't get it. He needs some freaking He needs to get his feet wet. That's the whole point. Get their feet wet.
Gorgui, too, to be honest. I've been mainly focused on why Chris Johnson hasn't been getting any minutes.
It's getting weird. I mean, and just because somebody's a great coach doesn't mean they're right about everything. Because Jerry Sloan did the same thing. He's a great coach.
That's what I'm saying.
He did the same thing.
He's Adelman's just stubborn right now. He just refuses to play these guys for whatever reason.
And Jerry Sloan did it all the time. And I know I'm repeating myself. Sorry. There's too many echoes in here.
It's like Chris Johnson or Gorgui cannot be worse than Turiaf.
Yeah.
I mean, are you serious? Are you giving Turiaf these many minutes and he's not doing anything special out there?
Yeah, we were ranting all night about that. Like, what the?
He talks
it doesn't
a lot.
make sense.
That's what Adelman likes. He talks. He talks while he's out there. I mean, what, the other guys can't learn to do that?
Yeah, and look at us talking right now. We're this isn't a regular season game. That's and even if this was a regular season game, we'd be even more pissed because it's like that's it.
Yeah.
That's who's playing every day.
Yeah. Would any other team consider having Turiaf as a starter?
No.
Second,
even like an immediate backup. I mean, he's a guy you kind of throw in here and there. I mean, I wouldn't bury him completely, but I'd say he's a 9th or 10th maybe. I'd play him on maybe a tiny bit more, but only a tiny bit, like spurts.
If you got a
foul trouble,
15-point lead.
Yep.
Yeah, and some foul trouble.
Yeah, stuff like that. He's not the kind of guy you want getting major minutes all the time. So
even with the foul trouble, if your second option of backup isn't that great.
It's crazy. Look at us going on. Turiaf.
If he's Perkins bad.
And then, I hope he's not that bad, right? Perkins is a mental case.
If Turiaf was on a Thunder,
okay, we love Turiaf, Tom.
I think Perkins will even get more minutes.
Definitely. And isn't that sick? Yeah, he would. That's the funny part.
And so it's like, okay, well, let's just see what Turiaf can do since Perkins is just so horrible. Let's just see what he can do. There's just no way Turiaf will get this many minutes in with any other team.
Let's call the Thunder because I think they could use. Oh wait, did I say that? Thunder probably could use Turiaf right now.
And he's not. The game tonight, Turiaf is a lot slower than Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson gets to one end to the other end of the court and seems like a couple strides.
He runs the floor really well. So, Vince Germano also jumping in. And, he does run on the floor very well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But Vince jumping in again saying CJ does some nice things when he gets playing time. So, very frustrating. So, Vince seeing a lot of the same stuff we are. And this is a Laker fan saying this. But the Wolves are Vince's second favorite team. So, he is a close follower. That's why we definitely value his opinion on this show all the time.
Should be his most favorite now.
What's that? Yeah, really.
He's in for a long season with the Lakers.
Oh, yep. And he said, I tell you, it's going to be the last time you see the bad guy. I tell you that. There's a little, I don't want to say Al Pacino. I want to say Tony Montana because Al Pacino doesn't sound like that. That's him acting in a Cuban accent. I'm from Cuba. Okay. So, Vince Germano, real quick, so I don't forget. He noticed that we didn't mention the Lakers as one of the 8 teams in the West, and he said, outrageous!
What's outrageous is you believing that they'll be in
you have to believe, Sorry.
I don't know. You know what? The whole key for the Lakers is to unleash Wesley Johnson.
Remember the fast break guy? Scottie Pippen?
Wesley... like you just said, next Scotty. He's going to be Kobe's Scotty. When Kobe comes back, he's going to be stronger and faster than ever.
Stronger, faster, better. Okay, sorry.
We will rebuild him. He's going to be better.
Oh, man. Daft Punk Neptunes, right? Hey, I guess they're just daft. I think it's about, are you daft, man? Okay, sorry. Scrooge McDuck. Are you daft?
Say it. I just don't think the Lakers can do it.
Vince continuing again saying, I noticed Adelman said the Wolves aren't playing with any urgency Is it possible players are tuning him out already? Ooh, that's a good point there at the end.
Well, I know Chris Johnson is. I mean,
look at his face. Chris Johnson, my God.
Yeah, he just looks, I mean, the way...
He's in depression.
Yeah. It's like, are you kidding me? Just seeing a guy playing ahead of you that you know you're better than... Oh.
Or at least just the fact of, like, even if he's better or not better, the whole point is he should be in there at least a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's... I mean, the boredom and the depression you go through when you're in that position, it hurts.
Yeah, I'm in the NBA for a reason. I want to play so bad. Just get me out there. I don't care. Garbage.
I mean, we've all been there when we know we deserve more than we're getting from our coach. We know it, and it eats at you, baby. If you have competitiveness in your body, it eats at you.
Yeah, and you know one guy has it. You know Shabazz has it.
Does he? Yeah, because he got healthier.
Well, no, not thinner. Even that. In college, remember when he didn't get the last shot? How mad he was?
Yeah, yep.
Now he's not even getting any playing time.
Yeah, it's like a joke.
Imagine his anger.
Yeah,
are you kidding me? I'm not. Give me some type of minutes.
And the greatest fear is that it doesn't turn into apathy. Because if it turns into apathy, oh boy, then that's a waste.
Well,
when players get apathetic, it's over.
I think that's what happened to still happening to Williams.
Oh yeah, the apathy. Yep. Because when apathy sets in, that's the fetal position. It's over.
Everything you do, you're gonna overthink it. Oh man, I can't follow the guy. If I follow him, I'm gonna get pulled from the game, and then you're not close enough to the guy, and the guy scores, and you're pulled anyway.
Mm-hmm. And that is really depressing. And one final thing about when player apathy sets in, that's what in real life you'd call rigor mortis. You know, that's it. Like, it's a stiff at that point. Boy, that's a big fear of mine for a lot of the young players, and you know, it happens. It really does.
Speaking of rigor mortis, if you're a Kendrick Lamar fan, check that song out.
Rigor mortis. Yeah, look at you. Oh man.
But yeah, I think Adelman is just not.
Yep, and
not the coach that we need right now. Not with these rookies. I can't imagine if we got Wiggins.
Mm-hmm.
I can pretty much guarantee he'd be on the bench.
I hope it wouldn't be that bad, but you never know. I mean, some of these coaches are really stubborn.
Yeah, Adelman would not play Wiggins. I believe that. I think he wouldn't play Wiggins.
When you think about that, you wonder if that's why there was a strain between Jerry Sloan and Darren Williams for all those years. If it started with something, because he was always hard on his uber hard on his rookies. Mm. So certain coaches, and it sometimes it eats at a player. So Derek Williams, if he winds up somewhere else, I'm sure we're going to hear something. We're going to hear some chirping.
The kid's Lionel's going to be released.
Yeah, we're going to hear some chirping, aren't we?
Yeah, so like I said, any guy who gets, especially Williams and CJ, if they get traded, they're going to go off. Because Adelman, I think he's just breaking spirits.
He is right now. Boy, oh boy, I'm afraid for it. So yeah, Hank McCoy also. He's like the lead guy on the court side, of course. Welcome into the court side. But no, he says he also posted about Rick Adelman and the players lacking sense of urgency. Another post by Hank McCoy. Very interesting thought. Yeah, the Wolves are looking for something right now. Something's a brewing. Possibly this might be Chris Johnson's trip out of here one way or another via trade or something here. Hank McCoy posted
to his delight.
Yeah, to his delight. Yeah, he'll be an uncaged lion at some point. We hope for his sake. He didn't play well in Portland though in his first stint, so that's one to be fair, I guess, in one way. But yes, Hank McCoy posting a link about the Timberwolves being interested in Richard Hamilton, possibly. Richard, Rip Hamilton, that guy that likes to wear the nose mask or whatever, face mask to protect for nose protection. He's the man behind the mask. Is his twin brother his evil twin brother tried to take over the kingdom? Okay, sorry.
don't even know why we're even considering that.
Richard Hamilton? Nah, it's just like, doggone it. And I'm sure Hank is probably like, yeah, that's not a good idea, is it?
No.
Vince saying he's good for 10 to 15 minutes a night, right? No? Like, I guess, like, maybe 20 minutes if we're lucky, but that was what I posted. But,
I mean, he didn't really show anything while he was with the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
He showed little glimpse of ability when they're trying to win that championship, but
mm-hmm. That was back in the day, right? Yeah, with the Pistons.
No, actually with the Bulls.
Oh, with the Bulls, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, look at Rip! Wow, we can score. Because that's what the
that was like really early last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wow, look at Rip! Wow, we can score. What's going on here?
And then it was right back to like the old dead man walking like that. That's probably the most overused term lately, but yeah, he's not.
Yeah, it's like might as well just get Josh Howard again. I mean,
I liked him, doggone it.
Get Rip.
I really like Josh Howard. That was too bad. He's one of those guys where basically very similar to the Desmond Bishop signing for the Minnesota Vikings. He was a guy who had been through injuries and kind of fell out of favor with the Green Bay Packers. Middle linebacker, really good player. Had a really deep hamstring tear where he had to go all the way down to the bone to get it fixed. That is just like nasty thinking about that. Got it fixed and everything. Here he comes to Minnesota. Wow, this could be a nice sleeper pick. All of a sudden the Vikings weren't playing him in the preseason. It's like, what the hell? And then now he starts to play a little more, and then he has an ACL. It's like, what? So that was really crappy. Josh Howard was playing pretty well. He was a factor, had a lot of energy.
Yep.
Nice defense, nice timely defense. That's the whole key, like Luke Rittenauer sucked at, was the timely swipes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quality swipes. Quality swipes. There we go. There's a new...
Probably like the cutting through the wind, so fast.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, that's a new basketball term that I just invented. A quality swipe, where there's so many guys, they'll swipe and, hit him in the head. Great. There's another foul. Great.
Smack or something.
Great defense. Whatever, but then you get Howard, who was Josh Howard, that is, who was a timely swiper, and he was really good at it. That is really weird.
Almost sneaky.
I'm gonna hear something about that on somebody's show, I think, or somewhere on the Facebook page. By the way, to look for the Timberwolves Explosion, just simply look in the search bar, Timberwolves Explosion, Minnesota Timberwolves Show, and please click like. We'd really appreciate it. We'd like more and more of your interaction.
Yeah, start calling in.
Yes, please do start calling in. We missed it. We had some a while ago, and then it just stopped. Doggone it. Don't be afraid. You have Brent Jacobson, anybody. I believe you guys out there that have from Australia that have a Skype account. It's not a situation where, oh boy, it's international, we can't call in. But actually, you can, because I've called into the the crossover podcast, which is also on the sportstuff.com. They're from Australia, but all you have to do is add the Skype account for the sportstuff.com TSS. So, of course, 209-736-7877 is the phone line. But if you're from Australia or out of the country, whatever, out of the United States, look up TSS, and join that, or, add them on Skype and call, and there you go. You're ready to roll. So Hank McCoy, Vince Germano, who I may be on the courtside show at some point. Actually, I almost was on it recently, but eventually I'll be on there for when they talk about the Timberwolves division. Yes, the Timberwolves division. That was cute, but Vince Germano. Here we go. One other feature presentation here on this show. Word is the Wolves are trying to acquire Evan Turner. So that's I absolutely adored him coming out of college. Like, yes, I hope the Wolves get the number 2 pick.
Yeah.
You remember that? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I hope the Wolves get the number 2 pick. We're going to have the greatest, defense in the world, on the wing.
The same way, yeah.
So exciting. And then he joins the NBA and sounds like Kermit the Frog or somebody. Kermit the Frog's
I'm not laughing at that.
Yeah, I know. He sounded either like Kermit the Frog or Kermit's little sister. That's about what he sounded like.
Oh, he just need to clear his throat.
Joey, that's mean, isn't it? Isn't that mean?
Need to clear his throat.
And I remember that was like an early indication, like, okay, but it's just a voice, though. He'll be great. Look at Mike Tyson. Oh wait, Yeah, he started good and went off the deep end. Evan Turner has not quite been a number 2 overall pick so far in the league. A lot like Derek Williams. Derek Williams for Evan Turner, you say? Huh?
Yeah, those are two guys who are. Excuse me. Two guys who aren't playing to their strengths.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I just don't think I would rather keep Turner because
keep Williams. You mean?
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah.
Not
keep Williams. Yeah. Keep Williams or do a straight up trade.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It would either be straight. Yeah, I mean, because you were saying, there could be 3 guys for one.
Yeah.
JJ Barea and
Barea will toss in, but I think now Barea's out, but CJ's in. Which would clear up a spot maybe for Hummel or Brown.
Yep.
Robbie
Hummel.
Turner, I think he just has a basic mid-range shot. He can dribble, pass the ball. But I like what Derek Williams brings more. I think he's trying more. Turner seems a little out of shape. He's not trying as hard right now.
Something's just missing. Vince was jumping in saying that he think he would fit in well with the Wolves. It's like maybe, but the one thing too,
it's too ball. I think he's a little bit too ball dominant.
Yeah, and that would also mean I got to think what would happen to Shabazz Muhammed at that point, because that's another wing. You know what I mean? Another one.
Yeah.
Not that Corey Brewer's knocking our socks off or anything, but he was early, not anymore.
Yeah, we don't want to. I wouldn't want to make a lateral move.
Yeah. It's kind of lateral, isn't it?
Yeah, we should trade for a better, like, Luau Dang.
Oh, how dare you use that word. No, I'm just kidding.
Small forward shot. Spot, excuse me.
He's okay. I've never liked him. I don't know why. He's just so inconsistent. He drives me nuts. Luau Deng, and then there's Gorgui Dieng. Yep. It looks similar, but
Turiaf should be there.
Yeah, really, yeah. You look at the Wolves depth chart, it shows Nikola Pekovic and Gorgui Dieng is the backup, but it's like, I guess Turiaf, huh?
Yeah.
Showing Chase Banger is the starter versus Corey Brewer. Yeah, I'll think about that later. Tonight, speaking of Derek Williams and all that good stuff versus Edmund Turner, he started at small forward tonight.
Yeah.
And I thought he looked pretty good. I mean, I was not disappointed at all. Were you?
No.
Did you like what you saw?
Yeah.
At least for the most part. Well, wasn't he awesome?
Man, he was a little slow to get back on it. You would lose this guy on defense.
Yeah, really.
Every now and then.
Yeah,
but so did a lot of the guys on the team, especially Peck, too.
It's kind of a weird night, and the impression I've gotten out of Derek Williams what's his name again? Kevin Martin, not even close, right? You did that name. Pardon me. Kevin Martin, the impression I've gotten from him, when he catches and shoots, he is absolutely lights out.
Yeah.
But anything in front of that 3-point line is like putting, it's like having the class runt versus the class bully. He gets dismantled, doesn't he? Mm. He doesn't look good in front of the 3-point line. You look at his field goal percentage. Look at this. What does it say? 7 of 16 from the floor. What was the 3-point percentage? 5 of 8. So we're talking. What are we talking here? From the 2-point range? We're talking 2 of 8, so that's a big difference. So he is a natural 3-point threat. Great, fantastic, but boy, 2 of 8 from 2-point range. He was missing layups, mid-range shot wasn't dropping, and when he's in traffic, he gets the crap beat out of him, doesn't he? And Ronnie Turiaf played 17 minutes and 40 seconds. It felt like he played 37 minutes, didn't it?
Yeah.
We were getting so frustrated. Oh, man. Love looks fantastic. Okay, yep, that's a given. He does. Man, statistically, where Derek Williams' night was pretty ugly, actually. What the hell? That's it, huh? It didn't seem like it was that bad. Brewer was overmatched out there, too.
Well, he had a nice dunk.
That's one of his field goals he made out of 9 that he, totally attempted. 7 misses, you could say.
We had some
Totally
small
attempted.
rebounds there.
Totally attempted. That was good English, wasn't it? I'm just waiting for the rant on that on Facebook for that one.
Well, the thing about Derek Williams is I'm happy to see no turnovers.
That is good, isn't it? It's very good. That is good. Yep. Very solid. You look at Donna Cunningham's numbers, really good for this time. In a minimal time, still huge factor. 7 rebounds in only 12 minutes. And yeah, it's a preseason game. I can't go too much on all this like reading off stuff, but I'm just making this for a note for how things turned out. It's like you look at the production level of guys in playing.
Turiaf with
did nothing. Yeah,
incredible 3 rebounds,
and that's it. That's all he did. Oh, he got 2 assists. Great,
yeah,
and a block.
No
and a block.
There's no lift anymore. I mean, Dante and everyone else is jumping right over him to get the rebound.
And was Turiaf ever that athletic? He's always been just kind of like, a hustle guy. That's about it. And I wouldn't say he's the best hustler either. Rubio looks really good, by the way, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And yes, it's preseason, but since we're playing all our starters like tons of minutes, it does matter a little bit to us. It has to. I mean, if a guy flat sucks out there, that does kind of make you wonder a little bit, but if he looks good, that's a good sign. I remember watching a very young Jermaine O'Neal play his first preseason games at Indiana when he went from like a nobody, like Chris Johnson minutes, dare I say, in Portland, Jermaine O'Neal, and then he goes to Indiana and he had huge numbers in that preseason, and he had the exact same numbers in the regular season. So preseason does matter a little bit in indicators to where the team is headed. Not so much of like wins and losses or this and that, but it's indicators. That's what I care about preseason, right? It's all about the indicators, and you see the same poor perimeter defense. And then just like last year, remember that when he saw the same poor perimeter defense, and it was a pure indicator of where the season was headed.
Yeah, and another thing that's kind of confusing. With the trade rumors, you would think that they would want to showcase Chris Johnson.
Yeah, if you want to trade him, showcase him.
Yeah.
325 ain't going to get that done.
And I like Berea, if we use him the way we should.
In a reserve role, yeah. Like a legitimate reserve role. He's pretty good, actually. When you let him kind of drive to the basket and not shoot threes, he's pretty good, isn't he?
Yeah.
When he actually goes, like I've said over and over and over on this show, and welcome new listeners, by the way, hopefully. Always tell your friends out there, if you can, old and new listeners in that category. Berea is way better underneath than trying to shoot. He's a really good penetrator. That's his game, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's the end of the story with him. Oh, and one other major thing to note, I was afraid I was going to forget. I believe I wrote it down, but I got to mention it. Since we've been on a roll with ranting about Adelman all night. But, I mean, we knew it was coming, Nikola Pekovic. There's a thing about Nikola Pekovic that I'm very happy about, actually. And he's taking the ball to the hoop. Now, he's not dunking it, which we doggone want to see more often. But he's taking the ball to the basket, like when his success rate was way higher. You remember that? When he first started to show signs of he's way better than this hustle guy?
Yeah.
Was where he was making moves and going to the basket rather than baby hook, baby hook, baby hook.
Yeah, but at the same time, the other teams are showing no fear of going to the basket because he's not a threat at all.
That's the other part. Yep. I knew we were going to get to that at some point tonight. Yeah. The Celtics were going all over the Wolves tonight, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. They're attacking the paint like it's like, well, what defense?
Yeah.
It'd be like if they were playing hockey and there's no goalie. Like, yeah, he scores!
Yeah.
Oh, it's his 4th hat trick tonight. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, speaking of hat tricks.
And you would think to stabilize it, you'll put in either CJ or Gorgui.
Ouch.
But no, we put in Turiaf, who just fouls and fouls and fouls.
Yeah, the one... Yeah, isn't that true, though? It's a joke. I mean, I would have loved to see Zhang. Oh, he got 4 blocks the other night, like it was boom, and they were beautiful. They were legit blocks. The one good thing about Pekovic, regardless, at least he's not attempting 3-pointers like Sullinger. He was 0 for 3, and those were some crappy shots. I mean, it was like, what is he doing?
Yeah, what's going on with this?
Stop shooting threes.
Jesus. Did Love start this trend?
Yes. No. Or Dirk, maybe. No, it's Love now, like more than, because Dirk was around way before Love. We didn't see this quite as often, but Sullinger, you are not shooting threes, man. You got. I mean, those weren't even close.
Yeah, Gasol going for threes.
You know what it's like when the Sullinger shoots a three? It's like, okay, Sullinger puts it up, and then you hear this.
Dwight.
You didn't hear a clang or a swish, did you? You just heard a. Gerald Wallace, though. So what I was going to say, speaking of hat tricks, he would have had a hat trick if this was a hockey game. I mean, he was blowing by everybody, and there was no resistance at all. It was weak.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like no one was back there for defense. Everyone was just slow, especially Kevin Love.
Translation: our interior defense still sucks until Gorgui Dieng gets in there. Yes.
Transition D's it really sucks.
Yeah, it's still a big problem. It's been a problem pretty much since the Wolves came into the league, isn't it? Maybe with a couple of exceptions here and there at times.
I think the problem is Peck doesn't seem as fast as it used to be. You know how he would run down the court with his head down?
Wasn't that cool? He looked like a rhino, didn't he? Or like a bull?
Yeah,
a bull. Rhino was the other guy. Yeah, that was Craig Smith. Yeah, excuse me. But the bull. Yep, he looked like a bull.
Yeah, but now it's like, and Turiaf, it seems just as slow.
He does. And he's an older guy, too. He's in his 30s already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, why are we giving him this amount of time?
It's a mystery, and I know hopefully we're not scaring everybody away thinking we're just going to rant about Turiaf all year, but because we're not, we're just it's been an ongoing thing. We've been wanting to talk about this for a while, so
yeah, it's just the frustration.
Yeah, it is. It's like because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to us, and we want.
I think anyone else would say, okay, why are we playing this guy so many minutes? You know,
it's weird. I really liked Sullinger's threes, though. I just can't get enough of that. I've been thinking about that all night. No. Marshawn Brooks sucks. Can I say that? He sucks. I mean, it's like, I
thought he had potential. He fooled me with the Kobe look. With the Kobe swag.
He sucks. I mean, what the hell? Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we banked some bucks to fire the worst coach of all time. Rather than he sucks. Jeez, I mean, I look at him. He looks like a 6'2" point guard that can't play. Yet he's a 6'5" shooting guard, I guess. But he just is terrible. I think that makes enough sense, doesn't it? 0 for 6 from 3, I guess.
And I would like to get yeah.
And I didn't even look at his stats, and I would tell you he sucks.
Yeah.
He's just watching him play. It's like
I was fooled just by the way he looks.
What an inept
and the Kobe swag.
Kobe got the Kobe.
But I wish Gerald Wallace cost a little less.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't it be nice?
I think he'll be great here. Oh man,
he looks he looks really he looks healthy and strong again, doesn't he? He looks hella better, huh?
He's on the wrong team because that team definitely wants to tank.
Yeah, they're going nowhere, and he's like a year or two young. He's born in '82. He's 2 years younger than you and 3 years younger than me. So
so you can tell he wants to win, and he's on the wrong team.
He is
to be doing that, and they're not going to like that.
No.
Look here, pal. Yeah.
Stop playing good. Damn it.
You're playing a little bit too well.
I feel like we played Toronto like 100 times this year, didn't it? In the preseason, we really like playing Toronto for some reason. But I mean, I gotta think he gets traded at some point. That's just my opinion.
Hopefully, here we can give them Shved, help them tank.
Who's that? Oh yeah, Shved. Yeah, that guy who shoots over 16. Oh, okay, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm looking in previous games really quick here, and I'm just seeing Turiaf playing 14 minutes and No Zhang and Muhammad getting 3 minutes. Really? Really? Oh, with this Jeffers guy, we gotta see what he can do. He got 14 minutes, but Muhammad, 3. That's it. Sit down, you little schmuck. It's like, what? So, yeah, that was the game. The Wolves hadn't played for about a week here. 8 days between their last game. Played the Bucks a couple times this preseason. Played the Raptors. Zhang got 24 minutes against the Bucks. Got 9 rebounds in that game and 4 blocks. 4 blocks. Or I guess 4. That's 4 blocks. And was 50% from the floor. Huh? What do you think of that? So, in extended minutes, Muhammad also in like 20 minutes in one game at 11 points. So, and we don't want to go way over the top with box score rating, but I'm just saying it's important to look at the production level of these guys when they get some playing time. And production is there, even for Muhammad, who I think has a lot more bust potential than Gorgui.
Yeah, a lot of teams like, say, the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole different unit trying to play together.
Yeah.
So I can understand their starters getting a lot of minutes together.
It's new, yep.
But for us, it's kind of, it's just additional Kevin Martin and Corey Brewer.
Yeah, yep.
So I also understand.
It's pretty weird. I mean, It looks like Zhang only got in the Bucks game for the most part, which is pretty ridiculous. Toronto a little bit, one of the Toronto games. But, that's a legit, brand new group of players in Detroit. Like, not everybody, but...
Yeah, you and Bennett getting, 20 minutes?
I just can't believe this. Just look at this. It's just, I'm getting mad. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's like Gorgui Dieng got extended minutes in one game. That was that Bucks game. Outside of that, we really didn't see him play at all. And Shabazz is getting little 3 minutes and 6 minute stretches. So
yeah, I mean, and look in New York, you got Tim Hardaway Jr. getting 35 minutes.
Wow, that's too much. That's way too much. But he was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are getting experience out there.
Yeah, and I shouldn't say way too much. It's way
Glenn
more.
Rice, Glenn Rice Jr. getting 19 minutes for Washington.
Mm-hmm. Look at his ranting. But no, it's just, to make a very, very long story short, the guys didn't get any playing time pretty much this whole preseason, and it's kind of weird.
Play the rookies. Play our rookies. Please.
That's pretty much...
Adelman, if you're listening, play our rookies.
Yeah, it's just like it's a never-ending story. Yep. Isn't it, though? Looks like we pretty much covered everything other than... I even covered the baby hook, turning more into the playing more like Pekovic instead of baby hook crap. You don't need to imitate Al Jefferson because he was better not during the baby hook. He's better when he's doing hooks.
Dunking the ball.
Please dunk.
You missed a layup tonight, Peck.
You need to listen to. You really need to listen to Ricky there. But it's just remarkable when you see we played 5 preseason games and then Zhang played in one of them. Do you realize that? You realize that? And Turiaf in every game got about 14 to 17 minutes.
Yeah.
That's freaking weird. That's weird, man. And Zhang played very well. 50% from the floor, 9 rebounds, and 4 blocks.
Yeah, if you see that, you will say, wait a minute. This guy deserves more minutes.
Mm-hmm. Look at me rehashing it again. Yeah.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
You don't play him.
Blocks. What are they good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Right? Blocks. What are they good for? It's weird. With that said, we're looking forward to the season, and we do think this team will make the playoffs. Yes. We're not that pissed off and disappointed with the team, but we're just a little bit miffed by the coaching. A little bit. Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah,
Imagine that.
A little reminiscent of how we felt about Whitman
and Dwayne Casey?
Yeah.
Yep. You're like, who? Yeah. I mean, the rotations are weird. One other final thing to note, too, every time we play against Gerald Walls' team, he always seems to stomp us into the ground. And it's like, I forgot. There's so many reasons why. And obviously, we do know, yes, for those of you that are listening, maybe you hear this for the first time. I've said this a few times in the show, in the history of the show. Okay, Gerald Wallace started his career as a kind of a deep reserve for the Sacramento Kings, right? And wound up on the Timberwolves training camp roster. I believe it was 2002-ish, something like that, when the Wolves are starting to get... it must have been 02, 03, something around then, when the Wolves are starting to get pretty good. Maybe even 03, 04. It was around then when the Wolves are starting to get real good, right? And it's like, I kept seeing the name Wallace. Oh, Ben Wallace is a good player. Gerald Wallace. Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, and then now there's a Gerald Wallace. Huh. Well, yeah, but he's just this wing who's not that big of a deal. Tried out with the Wolves, looked okay, got cut. Winds up on a Charlotte Bobcats training expansion team roster, and the rest is history. He's not a legend, but he's pretty productive player.
Shows you what playing time can do for you.
Yeah,
some players.
And he's a productive guy. So.
Oh, and speaking, as far as when you hear more rumors about
Flip cut him, by
Turkoglu.
the way. Yeah. Oh, Turkoglu for who?
Coming here.
No way. No, I'm just kidding.
You would think Adelman would want that.
Yeah, that's his guy from Sacto.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want him. No, I don't know. Do you want him?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
No, because if he came here, that would mean goodbye for Derek.
Yeah.
Williams, no playing time for him. Shabazz.
Another
Shabazzle.
Shabazzle, like
Shabazz. What's his name?
Shabazz.
Shabazz.
We'll get it right one of these days. In the end, though, I don't think he's going to get too mad at us. Yeah, but no, I mean, I am excited about the season, though. I mean, You still are, right? I mean, it's not like it's the end of the world that Turiaf is getting a lot of minutes. It's just frustrating because, like we said 100 times already.
Yeah.
Should be
frustrating.
Yep, it's just frustrating that we got our dream backup center and he's not playing.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. I shouldn't say
that's the whole point of the show, though. Go ahead.
It's just a matter of time that he'll be forced to get minutes because Peck won't be there.
Yeah. Be it bone spurs or God knows what else. I mean, with that said, we'd like Peck to stay healthy.
Turiaf.
Yeah, and Turiaf getting hurt, maybe.
Yeah. Not saying we
want it,
history.
Yeah, it's like not saying we want it, but at the same time, maybe we do in some ways. Maybe we want a pretend injury, like Turiaf, pretend you're hurt, okay? Pretend it, because we want to see Zheng.
Let's take a day off.
Unleash the Zheng. Unleash the Zheng. Unleash the Zheng. Unleash the Zheng. Okay. And it's funny, too, Buttinger's hurt and Muhammad still doesn't see the light of day. That's horse crap.
Yeah, you would figure a lot of people were thinking he's going to D-League.
And Brewer stinks, and we still don't. Brewer stinks right now, and I really hope he's not back to the old Brewer. We need the Denver Brewer.
Yeah.
We need some mountain brewed coffee, not the old Minnesota coffee. You know what I mean? Huh?
I like that, the mountain brew.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want the Minnesota's version of the barista. We want the mountain brew. We want the Rocky Mountain Brew, Corey Brewer, because he was so good there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Please step it up, Corey. Please. So, lots of stuff to talk about because it's like it goes from like this is going to be a short show because it's just preseason. But there's just so many stuff. There's so many things to talk about. There's so many variables going into the season. A lot of talent on the roster. A lot of question marks on the roster, unfortunately.
Yeah. And those question marks can't really be answered if we don't play them.
Exactly.
So let's just give these guys playing time so we can see what they can do.
Mm-hmm. It would be nice.
Because I would hate to see them play way better on another team.
And let's get that mountain grown coffee going, Brewer. Okay, I keep saying it, but I'm telling you.
Yeah, speaking of
Son of a biscuit. Who? Yeah, I mean, it's like he barely even...
Yeah, Lorenzo Brown. I'd like to see what he can do with some minutes.
Yeah, we got to play this Price guy and this Jeffers guy. They just got to play. And yeah, we've heard of them. It's just they're like 12th men, 12th or 13th men, if you know what I mean. Inactive, Inactive on weeknights and weekend nights. And everything in between. It's...
You have to make some trades.
Some coaches play young guys, some don't. Yeah, but yeah, that's been the feature presentation. We hope you liked it. We hoped you did. How about them Indiana Pacers too? Yeah, huh? That's another rehash we can say. Yeah, Pacers are gonna win the title this year. Isn't that weird? We actually picking Indiana.
I like it.
And you notice how it's like they were noticeably missing on the list of teams. Remember when we said teams that'll never win a championship? They were noticeably missing for a reason. And it was like we were kind of subtly sending that message to each other the whole time, but you know what I mean? We could kind of sense something's coming. You know? We never officially told each other who we're picking, and I promised that.
Yeah, they made a lot of great additions.
They did, and they were very good last year. And there's an addition from within in Danny G. G. If he fits in, and I think he's going to have to. Because if he fits in, that's a good
team. He needs to realize that he's not the top dog anymore.
Mm-hmm. Because they could be like Detroit. You know, they could be like Detroit, where there isn't this megastar. This isn't this Kobe or Shaq or God knows, LeBron. There is a team.
Yep.
There's a team. So that's a nice way to close the show, you think? Huh? That's cool. Mm-hmm. That's a pretty cool way to close the show. Why not? Kind of like gift wrap, put a bow on the show with NBA, with league talk, and have the Wolves centerpiece in the middle. Huh? That's a nice way to have it. That's a nice way to paint the picture, isn't it? That's what us hosts like to do, don't we? Hosts and co-hosts and analysis and all that good stuff. That's what we like to do.
And start calling in. Come on.
Yeah, we're dying for you. We're dying for you. Sebastian, Brent Jacobson, Vince Germano. And yes, like I just encouraged you guys again, for those of you that may not be from the United States. Okay, those of you that are, again, 209-736-7877.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
And those of you that are not from the United States, all you have to do is just look up TSS on Skype and add it and call it. That's all you got to do. It's free as all heck. You could be from China and call into TSS and it won't cost you a penny. All you need is a Skype account. So I have a paid account for outgoing calls in the United States. And, of course, I can have it with Australia, too, via the fact that I have a Skype account. But, yeah, there you go. But I have the paid one because I need to call landlines on occasion or cell phones to record a show sometimes with somebody like Neil Nate Doug Thiesing on Brave the Wild or Dylan Richardson for Approval Mafia, stuff like that. So, yeah. So that's the whole point there. I'd like to hear your voices with ours. We'd like to hear an Australian voice in this show. Yes. And maybe even a co-host with us. Like Vince or Hank or both. Could have a mega show. 4 people, could you imagine, Marcus? Huh? Mega show? Courtside Explosion. That's what we could call that episode. Or Little Rip City Bad Boys, something like that. Believe the Hype. Tom and Benyon. The All-Stars. That would be a good show. You have the All-Stars. Ernest, he had the Czar on his show recently. Wow. Pretty cool. How did he do it? Well, he did it. That's how he does it. Adam Ryan. Yeah, man, some great shows out there. So, thanks everybody for listening. Do please rate us on iTunes. We know you love us, so please rate us on iTunes. Give us a nice rating and say what you like about the show. Maybe you want something improved. Go ahead and say that. So many ways to reach us. So many ways. Facebook, Twitter account, Wolves at Wolves Explosion. Yes, what's your Twitter?
Forecaster TE.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yep, sir. You can tweet us on there as well. A nice conversation back and forth. Yep, that is very cool. So thank you, everybody, again for listening. And do have a good week or two. Hopefully we'll be back very soon. And I got to think we will be, right?
Yeah.
You're like, Joy, I'll be back, you son of a biscuit. Right? So thanks again, everybody. We'll be back. Take care.